Hello, and welcome to another session of What the. Today's topic of discussion is postulating. Postulating is believing in those things that are supposedly true and then utilizing those as examples. Of course, there are basic truths like, well, the color of my shorts, black, my name is Kelly, just basic truths and so on. But postulating goes into more significant circumstances with regards to, well, when you get into health, and we all want to be healthy. So, what is the best circumstances for health? Well, we know diet and exercise creates longevity. And why does it do that? Well, it extends the life of telomeres. Telomeres are the caps at the end of DNA. So, what happens is DNA is deoxyribonucleic acids. It's in a double helix. It's wound. And then at the very end of those DNA strands are the telomeres. And the length of telomeres, basically, they get shorter and shorter and shorter. And what that does is it inhibits mitosis from a certain standpoint of how readily can a cell undergo cellular metabolism and multiply and divide, because that is what keeps us young, is the rejuvenation of our body over and over and over again. So the quicker your body can rejuvenate, the more, I would say, apt to look younger and be physically fit. So it goes hand in hand. If you can keep your body functioning in an optimal manner where it keeps rejuvenating itself, that is what we want to do. Postulating. This is where it comes into circumstances. We briefly touched on it in the last session of with circumstances of holistic remedies versus medicinal therapies. So, the two significances play into how we can keep our bodies moving in a direction of healthy circumstances. I will probably be interrupted with a person who just entered. So, they're using the restroom. So, like to keep things on the lowdown with these circumstances. So, what we want to accomplish is how do we maintain ourselves? Well, we have to make sure we're constantly taking in living things. And those living things are like fruits and vegetables and water that has a pH of above 7. So, because our blood pH is 7.35 to 7.45. So we want to keep ourselves in that living mode. And we want to make sure we have aerobic endurance. Aerobic endurance is with air. So if you get into an anaerobic circumstance, then your muscles start feeding on themselves. So we want to create an optimal circumstance of aerobic endurance where we're getting plenty of oxygen to our muscles and we're sustaining our ATP balances, and that's adenine triphosphate. It goes into the Krebs cycle and so on and so forth. So always make sure that whenever ingesting anything, you look at the circumstance of if it is synthetic versus natural. Natural is what we want. You want all natural stuff going in your body. Anything synthetic, it doesn't help create that environment where your body can rejuvenate. So that's basically what I wanted to talk about, was postulating. Things that we believe are true, but are they necessarily true? And we need to actually do a little investigation on our own behalf to understand what is the best circumstance for me to make myself that much healthier. This has been another session of What the.